Why a naval officer slapped me in the United States, says President Bola Tinubu. Hello everyone, welcome to newsspottv. President Bola Tinubu revealed that a naval officer once slapped him for overcharging him unintentionally when he was a taxi driver in the United States. This was revealed as he shared his humble beginnings in a biography published on the back page of a national daily. The biography titled Tinubu, My Life as Gypsy Cab Driver in the U.S. was authored by Mike Awonifa, a seasoned journalist. Tinubu in the story said he worked as an unlicensed taxi driver in Chicago, in the U.S., picking passengers from the airport to their destinations. The president said the driving job was meant to sustain him financially before he went to school. He narrated, "We got an unregistered used car, commonly called Gypsy, which we ran as a taxi. We operated at the airport where we picked passengers and not anywhere else, like the hotel, because it was forbidden for unlicensed car drivers to do so. We did that for a while to raise some money. Bolaji went to Tunis while I headed for Chicago. I was supposed to have started schooling in April. I deferred it till September in order to have time to hustle for more money. Immediately I got to Chicago, I went straight to Richard Daly College. It was very interesting. I was able to pay for my apartment and tuition fees at Chicago State University. I supplemented that by doing different menial jobs like door guard and security man." Speaking further about the incident, he said the naval officer he carried responded with a slap on his face because he overcharged him, as his destination was nearby. As a cab driver, one experience I will never forget was when I overcharged a naval officer who was returning to the country. It was not intentional, Tinubu said. Apparently, I didn't know the direction. There was no GPRS in those days to locate directions. So he gave me the direction to his house in a Virginia suburb. I gave him the price and the man responded with a slap on my face. He said I should know the correct price to charge to the location he mentioned. He slapped me and gave me the money. So this is President Bola Tinubu sharing his past, with the world in his book written by Mike Awonifa, a seasoned journalist. And as usual, for any man who has attained a height in life, it's okay to document their journey so far that they feel like sharing with the world. And of course, this biography titled Tinubu, My Life as a Gypsy Cab Driver in the US is one that I'm sure a lot of people will learn from as well. For one to become the president of one's country, that is not, in quotes, rice and beans. It takes a lot of hard work, dedication, focus, education, networking, building structures and everything. And of course, Bola Tinubu, whether he's been liked or not, has paid his dues to rise through the ranks, not only personally, but also in, politically and economically. Though the election is still being contested in the courts to determine the authenticity of his emergence as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as declared by the INEC chairman, Mahmood Yakubu, the man has hit the ground running, and in about 3 weeks, he has made some life-changing decisions that shows that whether we like it or not, as far as you're a grown-up, 18 above, we should somehow be aware of what is going on in our country politically, because decisions made by politicians would have an effect on our commerce, daily life, and all of that. So with all the ground running things he's done, a lot of people are now zooming eyes on him to say, is this the savior we've been waiting for? Is it the one that will change Nigeria for good? However, nobody quite envies him, because nobody actually quite envies anybody about all of this, because a lot of mess has been created in the 8 years of ex-President Muhammadu Buhari's reign. And of course, it's not just going to come with a magic wand to change the whole thing. It's going to take painful process like Nigerians are going through right now, with the suspension of subsidy, which has made the price of everything, if we are talking about hyperinflation, I think we've never had this bad, which the president declared on the day of swearing in. And hours after, everything just went, so high, and we are still grappling with that. Also, suspension of the CBN governor, suspension of the EFCC chairman. So a lot of things are happening at the same time, and the world awaits for him to release the list of his ministers so that things can keep going on. And there's been debate about the fact that is delaying a bit with the ministers list because it's trying to get professionals to handle the different aspects of the sectors of the economy, rather than using it as gratifications for ex-governors and senators who supported him to achieve his ambition of being the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So we are at a very critical situation right now. And for the first time, he has made a trip out of Nigeria to diaspora, to France specifically, where he had a commendable outing, with people, and had a kind of town hall meeting with Nigerians over there, where he explained how he had to announce suspension of fuel subsidy out of the book because it was not included in his speech by the speech makers. So a lot of things are going on, but it would be nice to hear more from the president in his book, to know what he decides to share with the world. What's your opinion on this? It just shows that for everybody to achieve greatness, you must have gone through a process. Now you can imagine somebody who has been slapped by a naval officer for overcharging him and everything. I'm sure we all have our success stories of our lows and highs on our way to make something out of our lives. Thank you very much for watching. Do remember to like, share, subscribe to our channel. To our new subscribers, thank you for watching. And to existing subscribers, thank you for always stopping by. We'll see you in the next news. Bye for now.